Welcome to East Texas. It is time to go fishing. Yes, it is part 2 of the 2-week-long tourneyX tournament. And I drove like an hour and 45 minutes today, get away from where I live and the areas that I have been fishing, and decided to try and get out into a different area and hit some places I haven't fished at in a while that might be holding some bigger fish than I have been catching. Trying to upgrade my numbers. Right now, honestly, I'm looking at the individual standings. I know it's a team tournament. I'm looking at the individual standings right now and just trying to myself personally beat the other anglers in the tournament, because right now my team is on the ropes and I can only do so much by myself. My teammate John has been just fishing his rear end off like every day, and he is just, you know, we've all had it happen to us where you just go through it and it just seems like you cannot catch a fish to save your life. And that is what's going on with him right now. And he still only has 3 fish on the board, and they're not even bigs. And we're not going to finish in the top of this tournament, not even place, if he can't get 7 on the board. So all I can do is just encourage him, let him know I've got faith in him. I mean, it's discouraging on my side sometimes when I know I've got 7, but I have to put myself in check and understand I've gone through it too. I've been skunked. I've had hard days, have multiple days in a row that are hard. I mean, it is what it is, and I'm just keeping the faith that he's going to get out there. He's going to find them and put those other 4 on the board, and hopefully we'll shoot up the leaderboard. But right now, I'm just going to try and move myself up and keep bumping myself up in inches on my total to see what I can do for me. And that's what we're doing. And I'm going to get out there. We're going to get on it. It is week 2, like I said. It is Monday right now. And I didn't fish Saturday or Sunday. I worked on Saturday and basically just took Sunday off. Went Christmas shopping with my wife and had a really good time. Enjoyed time with her, which is always a good thing. That's better than fishing. I know I love to bass fish, but I love spending time with my wife more. And got to do that and buy some Christmas presents for my grandbabies and for my kids and people I care about, which is cool, and enjoyed all that. I got tired, though. I got tired and cranky. My wife will tell you. By the time we had been shopping for about 4 or 5 hours, I was done. I was wiped out. I mean, I'll fish all day on my feet walking around ponds, but man, put me in some stores and make me walk around and shop. It was fun for a while, and then I just wore out. So, but I was a trooper and stuck it out to the end. But let's get, I got some new line to put on my one spinning rod because I've been having problems with it. It's down towards the end of the spool. I'm going to spool that up with some 12-pound P-line fluoro-coated clear line. And then we're going to jump out here. I'm going to set a timer because I'm in an area where there's some ponds around. If this one isn't hidden, I want to get to another one. So let's do it.
Set the hook.
Fish on, fish on.
Bass Love Wood. Oh my gosh. Bass Love Rock.
Nice. Whoa! Give me that rebound. Holy cow, you guys.
Fishing. 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 Fishing.
So I'm heading over to a pond to go fishing right now, and I decided to stop off to go to the restroom, and I see a guy in a Santa costume setting up cameras and all kinds of stuff. And I think he's a First Amendment auditor, and he's getting himself ready to do some First Amendment auditing and get people riled up around here, which is probably what's going to happen. I think it might be Otto right there. I'm trying to remember the name of his channel. Otto the Watchdog. I'm gonna roll up and see if that's who it is. Just see if that's what's going on. See if I have an encounter with a YouTuber on a YouTube channel. His is much bigger than mine, trust me. Let's see what happens here. How you doing, my friend?
I'm having a good day.
Are you Otto?
I am. Are you gonna snitch on me?
No, absolutely not. I appreciate
How the hell did you find? How did you know? I'm dressed like freaking Santa Claus. Here you go.
Oh, I'm filming you now.
Okay, good.
I appreciate what you do, my friend. As a matter of fact, well, look, I have a much smaller YouTube channel than you do. Most definitely. Hold on, there's two of
No,
those
but
things.
for real, how'd you figure me out?
I do fishing on YouTube.
Fantastic.
Well, I'll tell you
Me
why.
too.
you are very correct. That's good stuff. I love the First Amendment auditing, and I actually live in
Oh, fantastic.
which I know you had to run in there.
I did.
And that's actually how I came across you. I watched other First Amendment auditors. I had never heard of your channel until you came in. And
nice.
I was like, oh, heck. Yeah. Now, I watch quite a bit. I watch First Amendment Protection Agency. I don't know if you know who Johnny is over there, but I really like what he's doing, too. But I just thought I'd say hi. I thought that was you. So, hey, keep up the good work, my man.
So how did you spot me?
I saw a guy in a Santa suit. What's that guy doing? And then I saw you set up cameras, and I'm like, oh, shoot, he's setting up cameras. And then I was like, there's no way that this is a First Amendment audit about to go down. That was my first thought. And then you turned, and you weren't wearing like a big beard, and I'm like, I think that's freaking Otto. I'm like,
Dude,
no way.
Thank you so much. You know, I've been for a long time. I've been very unassailing, right? Nobody knows anything, and now all of a sudden people are recognizing me. I don't know if it's good or bad. It's a little bit terrifying, right? Because
you thought you were getting somebody pissed at you this fast.
I was like, is this and then I see it, look in, you see all this. I'm like, this is a cop, right? I was like, dude, I'm already busted. This is crazy.
Oh my gosh! Well, I'm going to put this in my video.
Fantastic.
My fishing people are now going to get a little quick education on the First Amendment.
I'm so sorry. That's so unfortunate for them.
Nah, it's good. It's good. But I just wanted to say hi, and I appreciate everything you do, my man. So keep up the good work.
I wish I had some more merch. Don't snitch on me.
I won't.
Okay.
And there you go. That is exactly what I thought it was. That is exactly who I thought it was. And that guy is crazy in a good way. I don't always agree with all of his methods. I'm going to be honest. I should have said that to him, to his face, because, you know, I don't want to. He'll probably see this later, or maybe he won't. But I don't always agree with his methods on how he does it. But even if I don't agree with his methods are protected by our Constitution. So whether I personally agree with how he goes about doing his audits, that doesn't matter. He's still allowed to do it. And unfortunately, that goes all the way back to even people trampling on the American flag, burning the American flag. I think that is absolutely disgusting, and that bothers me to no end. At the same time, I still recognize that is free speech protected under our Constitution, even if I absolutely despise that activity. So there you go, a little bit of something about me in my time sitting at home watching YouTube. Of course, I watch a ton of bass fishing, tons of it, way too much. But I also watch First Amendment auditors. That is one of my favorite pastimes. So there you go. Anyway, now we're gonna go hit a pond. So overdo it. All right. Oh, there's a trash can over here. I was gonna put it in the back of my car to throw away later, but looky there. I can just throw this in the trash. Here's that P line right there. So like I said, that's 12 pound test P line. It's fluorocarbon coated, so don't confuse this with regular fluoro. But on my spinning rods, I love the way this stuff works. I love how it sinks. It doesn't sink super fast, but it does sink. It doesn't float. It's kind of in between. So with weightless worms, I love the way that the fluoro coated acts. When I'm throwing like a wacky worm, anything weightless, it has a great rate of sink, which is perfect for fishing with spinning setups. I'm gonna start with the drop shot. Oh my gosh, I got a bite already. My phone started ringing immediately. As soon as that drop shot went in the water, my phone rang, like always. And of course it's spam, like always. but this thing got bumped. As soon as it hit the bottom, I went to work it and it, boom, something hit it immediately. About to switch over to the craw in just a second. Oh, I didn't set the timer, shoot. I better do that. A little discombobulated today. I haven't fished all weekend long, so I need to get my head straight. Get my head in the game here. All right, I've already been fishing for like 10 minutes, so I'm just gonna set a 20-minute so that I can be here for about 30 minutes. Tell you what, I'm really feeling the vibe to throw that lipless and some moving stuff. I know it's dangerous in here and I'm probably about to lose a $10 lipless crankbait, but man, I just jonesing to get a moving bite. So we're gonna put this big red-eye shad to work. What I'm gonna do with it is I'm gonna just not throw it too far. I don't want to get it caught up in those cables, so I'm just gonna get it down in the area, but I'm not going to go all the way out to the fountain. Okay, it's worth a shot. I think I'm going to go fish the other end. Well, I just remembered that I had the inline spinner tied on here, so I'm going to walk down here just a little bit and I'm going to throw it around real quick. I should have done this already, just to see if that smaller presentation of the inline spinner might get something going here. That'd be crazy. I was about to walk out and now I catch a fish. One more. I got one. I got one. I don't know if it's big or not, but I got one. Oh, I lost him. Nope, he's still on there. He's still on there. He's running. He's running. No way. Is that a monster crappie? That is the biggest crappie I've ever caught. I thought he was fighting awfully weird. Whoo! Look at that bad boy. He is fat. Look at the shoulders on him. He got meat galore. Thank you, Jesus. Alrighty. Let's get going. Next pond. Alright, I'm at the next pond. I'm only going to fish here a little bit and then I got to go home. But I decided to come over to the tunnel pond. It's another small pond, but this is a small pond with big bass. This is the pond that I fished in that won me the polar bear challenge earlier this year. It was a big bass challenge. All you do is catch the biggest bass. That was how you won the tournament. And I caught I believe it was a 19-incher out of here, which is pretty normal for this pond. I mean, there's all sizes in here, but there is quite a few large bass that lurk in this little pond. It's crazy. And it's in a park. It's accessible to anybody. So you want to know where it is? Well, I'm not telling you. You're just going to have to figure that out on your own, because this place slaps and I am not going to give it away that easy. Look at how little this thing is. It's hard to believe. There's some good catfish in here too. I've seen people catch some nice catfish out of this pond, and I've caught plenty of 3 to 5 pounders out of this thing on the bass. We're gonna get right on the drop shot first. That's what got the bites at the last pond. So, you know how I always say it's hard to get history to repeat itself, and it rarely does, but I always try to catch fish the way I've caught them at certain ponds the way I did before, So throwing right there in that area with the drop shot is how I won the polar bear challenge. I threw like right in this area right here with the drop shot and got one. Kind of get myself into position right here. I'm gonna throw one out here while I walk down here so I can throw up into the tunnel right here. I'll kind of let one soak out there while I'm working my way down here. I don't know about winter time right now. Will I find them up in there? We're gonna find out right now. Try that again. Oh, update. I went back by my First Amendment auditor guy. Of course, I wanted to film what was happening. I had my camera ready to go. I drove by. He had 3 cops there, 3 cop cars that were bugging him and getting after him for being out there, which we knew would probably happen. And of course, I was at the stoplight. I'm like, cool, let's film this as I go by. Hit the button on my camera, battery's dead, missed the moment. I didn't have enough time to swap out and grab another battery because my batteries were all the way in the back of my car. So there was that. But yeah, Otto the watchdog was out there doing his thing. He had the cops all there on him, so that's pretty normal. All right, I'm gonna shorten that leader. Hopefully I can get up in there a little bit better. See if we can get one. Come on, let's get a fish. Come on. Nope, that sucked. Throw that craw. And all else fails, throw that craw. All right. Throw that craw. Bumped into something. Wasn't a fish though. I wish it was. Like a rog or a rog. That was half log, half rock. A rog. It's either a rock or a log or something down there. And when I was sliding it, you felt it go boom and then go over it. And for those of you that might be thinking to yourself, are you going to throw this up the tunnel? Oh wait, I got a bite. Hold on. Got one. It's a good one. It's a good one. That's what we came here for. Oh my gosh. Yes. Get up here. Heck yeah. There we go. There's the big one we've been looking for. That's the big one we've been looking for. We've been working hard for this fish. And he's not monster, but dang, he's big. Compared to what we've been getting at 14 inches. This is definitely going to go, that's going to be like that 16 to 17 range right there. Whew. It is taking a minute to get one of these fish. There you go. Nice and long. Yeah, that's going to be about 16, 3/4 to 17. That will get one of those 14s off the board. Told you they're not easy to catch here. But when you catch them, they're nice sized fish. This isn't even a giant. This is just a kind of a norm fish for this pond at 17. That's a normal fish here. Yeah, 17 incher. There we go. 2 photos of him. 17, baby. That is one of our goals. We've been trying to clear 17. Got us a picture for ourselves. Let's get him back in the water. Thank you, Jesus. Whew. I mean, I put that cast way over there. I worked it all the way across. I was about to pull out of the water. I was still wiggling it a little bit. He was right here by the bank, near where the culvert is. He was right here, and he picked it up nice and smooth though. He didn't smoke it. He just kind of boop, and he just kind of tugged on it a little bit. Whew. There we go. I mean, as a team, we're at 148.5. We've been there for a while now. We've been stagnant. I am at 106.5. Ahead of me is 120. So this one ain't even going to get me up to the next person in front of me. and I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm in 5th as far as individual standings. So, but this is going to jump me up about 3 inches, I think. So it'll put me at like 109.5. So somewhere in there. So we still got a ways to go to catch people ahead of us as far as individual. But let's submit it and get it in here. Browse. I'm going to try that shadowy one. I think that one looks better. Let's see. Yeah, it's on the 17. Mouth is clear. Yeah, this one in the shadow looks much better. So let's go over here. Length 17, 0, 0. Submit catch. Put it on the board. There we go. That makes for better content on the video when I actually catch a fish, right? Rather than fishing for a couple hours with nothing. So we'll take it, we'll run. That's it for the beginning of week 2 of this tournament. We've got, today's Monday, we've got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. According to my calculations, I think we are on day 2 plus 5 is 7. Plus 2 more is 9, 10, 11. Day 11. Day 11. So we've got a few days left. And we're struggling still. Struggling. I did get a 17-incher yesterday. A nice fish. Caught one. That was super cool. So that gave me an upgrade. But still no movement with my teammate. He's still struggling. He's on the struggle bus still trying to find bass. So I don't know. I think I've come to accept the fact that we are probably not going to place. Definitely not going to win. I don't feel like maybe he's going to find the bass. I don't know. You know, we still got a few days left, so I'm holding out hope that you will come through and find those bass. I just don't know if it's going to happen at this point. It's just it's starting to wear on me a little bit. Don't think we're gonna come through with a full bag for both of us. Now I'm just going to keep trying to upgrade on my side and see what happens. Here we go again, back to the friendly pond. We're about to pull up in just a second. I can't stop fishing here. It seems to be paying the biggest dividends, but every other day I venture into another area, fish another pond to see if I can find fish somewhere else and find bigger upgrades, and I really haven't, with the exception of yesterday where I fished the tunnel pond. I'm not going to be able to go there again before this tournament's over. I'm not making that drive again. So, but this area is closer to my home, and I've been working this area a lot more frequently. Shoot. They are out working on the edges of the pond. Well, I guess the only thing to do is get out and fish and just hope that they don't say anything. So I'm gonna get geared up and just get over here and fish and just hope for the best. Hope they don't bug me. I know I'm just being paranoid, but this isn't looking too good. I feel like I'm gonna get kicked out. So I'm gonna grab my stuff and go over there, but they've already like moved closer to me and are looking at me, and so I don't know. We'll see what happens. Let's go. Of course, I'm gonna go as far away from them as I can. I'm gonna come way over here. All right, here we go. Let's see what we can do. See if we can get any bites before they come over and kick me out. If they do, hopefully they just leave me alone. As excited about catching 10 to 12 to 13 inch bass. I'm not even excited about catching 14s right now. And I love catching them, but I want those big ones. Oh, there's a bite. There's one. Of course, there's a side-by-side with one of those guys I was talking about going by right as I pulled him out of the water. Okay, I thought he was a lot smaller than this, and then he came out of the water and he looks decent. Not going to be a monster, but that's probably going to be that 14-inch range I've been talking about. Didn't take very long to find him, though. He might go 15. Yeah, he'll go 15 and a quarter. Holy crap. That's actually an upgrade. All right. Wasn't expecting that to be an upgrade, but it is. Not much. Probably give us like a ½ inch, I think, on the board, but we'll take it. Cold water fish. He is freezing cold. Thank you, Jesus. And here we go again. It's the next day. Just finished up with my work day, and I am in an area that I haven't been in a while, but I am coming up on a pond that I love to fish, but I'm not sure how it's going to do right now in the winter time. I love to fish this place in the summertime. It tends to get some huge scum mats that grow on it, and this is my #1 frog fishing pond, where I'll throw a hollow body frog and just get massive blow ups and catch a bunch of bass coming through the scum mat. It is crazy cool. Today it's dreary, drizzly, rainy, and cold out, so it's going to be interesting to see what the bite will be like. I'm sure there's going to be no scum mats, and it's probably going to be throwing the old drop shot, throwing the old Texas rig with a craw, that kind of stuff. And there's some good sized ones, so 16 to 18 and 19 inchers. They're in here. I've caught a 5.5 pounder out of here, which was probably a 20-inch fish. You know, I would hope to maybe get the craw in there and get a hold of some of the bigger ones and yank them out of here. I got about 2 hours to fish, so I'm not going to delay. Let's go do it. We are running out of time in this tournament. This week I have caught less fish, had less bites than last week, but I gotta say, this week I've caught better quality fish. So if it's quality versus quantity, I'm taking quality right now, because we did get a 17-incher. It's the biggest one of the tournament so far for us. Was that Monday, I think, and then Tuesday, which was yesterday, we got us a 15 3/4, which was an upgrade of 3/4 of an inch. Going in the right direction this week for sure. So here we are at the Lion Pond. It has a name that I gave it for a reason, but I'm not gonna get into that story. It just is what it is. I just want to get fishing. Old craw, here we go. Right back on what's been working. If it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. They've been hitting the craw. Keep fishing the craw. Just kind of hoping I can get some more upgrades, get some better fish. I mean, the bite's been really slow. Obviously, it's December, but the hardest part is just getting good quality fish. Good news is it hasn't been a dink fest. I haven't been getting tons of those little tiny fish, like the 9s, 10s, 11s, all that stuff. Oh, there's a bite right there. There's a bite right away. First cast. Got him. No way. He got away. How did he get off of there? What's that? I even adjusted my drag, but it still slipped a little whenever I set that hook. I'm going to tighten the snot out of this thing. I'm just afraid to lose one because I over tighten it. That's a problem too. He did not feel that hook at all. It didn't even come out of the craw and get him. Okay. No worries. All right. I don't even remember what I was talking about. I was babbling on and then got a bite. Well, we got a bite on the first cast. And now we're not getting them. I thought that was a sign that they were maybe going to start just smoking this thing. I'm at the halfway point of the pond right here. I don't want to spin long fishing right here, but I am going to throw some stuff right here just to see if there's anybody home in this area biting. Just kind of going through, cycling through everything. Black and blue chatter. It's not a pattern yet. We only caught one fish on it. I'm going to throw this drop shot around right here, and then we're going to move to the other side. Like I said, I don't have a ton of time. I'm trying to avoid spending tedious amount of time cutting stuff off, tying it on, cutting it off, I'm just trying to avoid that right now. All right, so I'm almost all the way to as far as I can go. I was over there on that corner. I walked all the way around here, came up here, and now we're coming to a dead end over here, which is actually across from where I originally was fishing. I start out with what's been best, and that is the craw. Put the craw in there. I'm kind of standing back just a little bit. I don't know if they're going to be in that shallow of water, but I have caught bass right here against this bank before. I just decided to stand back a little bit just in case. I actually have a video on my channel of me fishing this exact spot, standing right here, and I hook a big one and he comes flying out of the water and spits it. It's one of those heartbreakers. There you go. Come on. Oh man, I lost it. Oh, you hook a good one and he just comes flying out of the water and spits it right in your face. He just spits it out and looks at you, almost giving you the middle finger, you know. Oh, I got one right here, the spot I was talking about, right against the bank. Right against the bank. He was right there. Oh man, come on. Are you long enough? Oh, he might go 15. He might go 15, so he might give me a little call. He might give me a little call. Not a lot. All right, buddy. Gosh, it's going to be close. He might get to 15. He might be 14.75, which is funny. That would give me a call, but it would be a call of actually a quarter ounces. I mean, a quarter inch is all it would give me. But I'm at that point right now. I keep saying I can only do so much by myself, so I'll just take what I can get at this point. But I gotta be thinking positive. All right, please go at least 15 inches or more. If you can get up to like 15 and a half, buddy, that would be cool. You'd be my new favorite fish. Oh, you might go, 15 and a half. He gonna touch 16, baby. He is gonna touch 16. I gotta pinch that tail a little bit, get him on that 16. Had to take that picture quick. He was trying to open his mouth. I can't believe that fish is 16 inches. That is exactly what we needed right now. Holy cow. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Whew, I need to get you back in there, let you go, girl. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jesus. Yes. So we're really close to the goal of taking all the fish under 16 inches off the board. I think we've got 2 that need to come off the board. I think I've got like a 15.75 and a 14 and a half. There I am. It is, yep, a 14 and a half, a 14 and a half, and a 15.25. Everything else is over 16 inches, so we're doing good. As far as personal goals, I'm getting there. Everything needs to be 16 inches and above. So I need 2 more above 16 inches to hit my goal. Problem is we haven't even caught an 18 yet. Our biggest is 17. I have really struggled to find those big fish. Usually when I fish a tournament like this, that's a long one, it's a week or 2 weeks, I can usually find a couple 18s, maybe like a couple 18s or maybe an 18 and a 19. You know, I'll have like 2 fish in that range, worst case scenario. But this tournament, I can't even get an 18. All I've got so far is a 17. It's the biggest fish I've been able to conjure up. Oh, there's a bite. Oh my gosh. He just came and kissed it and took off. Well, that wasn't nice of him. I'm sure my craw liked it. He thought it was cool. Oh, there he is again. He followed it. Nope, I'm stuck on something. I thought he came back and scooped it up. All right, I bragged about you, buddy. I bragged about that. Oh boy, I'm gonna get stuck here. Hold on. Almost hooked myself in the freaking face. And now I'm stuck on my flannel. Really bad. I'm gonna have to rip my flannel right now. I'm trying not to get in my face. Okay, there's one hook. So what happened is, like a dodo, I was holding a 7.5 foot rod straight up in the air while I was walking. Walked under a branch. And of course, you know what happens then. Oh my gosh, now I'm stuck on my glove. I gotta rip my glove. I'm just tearing my flannel apart right now, just so y'all know. So as soon as that end of that thing got hooked on the, I gotta take my flannel off. I'm gonna take the camera off, and there's my alarm. This is a disaster right now. Hold on. I don't know if y'all can see it hanging from my flannel right here. Well, the problem is I thought I was just going to take my camera off and take the flannel off, but I got to get my chest mount off of here too. And of course, now I'm hooked on my chest mount. Okay. This is ridiculous right now that I'm even doing this. Just shows you how when you're out fishing and you're just not paying attention to what you're doing, you can get yourself in these stupid situations. Now I can just pull this off, rip it out of there, but I'm afraid I'm going to pull it and hook myself in the face. So I'm going to have to take my flannel off all the way and then pull it out of the flannel, and then I can put everything back on. And I can put my chest mount back on, which my chest mount, just so you know, had to go down and slide down the line to the end of my rod. So it is actually still, in a way, kind of tangled up and everything, but I did what I had to do. Okay. So there we are. I had 2 hooks were stuck on it. I got one of them out, but now I got to get this one out. And this one's buried in there deep, like past the barb for sure. There you go. Some nice rips and tears in my flannel. A couple of battle scars on it. Okay, what you guys can't see is now my chest mount is down here, and it is still running through here. So I got to pull this back down here and get the lipless now through here. I got to put it through this thing, through the armhole. Okay, now the chest mount's free. Of course, that had to grab itself a stick on the way through. Okay, it's free. Okay, chest mount on, fishing rod clear, hooks out of my flannel. Ay, ay, ay. Again, me doing stupid stuff. There's branches above my head right here. You can see all of that. And I'm dumb walking around with this dangling loose off the end of my rod, and I'm walking with my rod up in the air. All things that I should know better. You know, something you would expect like an 8-year-old to do. when they're fishing, not a grown-up. Got one. I got it right in front of me at the shore. Right in front of me. Don't think he's going to be big enough, but we got one. We got to go over 14 and a half. And he does not look like he's going to make it. I don't even think he's going to make 14. He's long and skinny. That's good. But he looks like he's more about 13 and a quarter. That's my guess. Let's see what he's got. But that's good. Chatterbait fish. That's the first chatterbait fish I've had. First moving bait fish I've had in a long time. $13 and a half. Getting pretty good at this guessing game, huh? Okay, whenever you're ready, I'll pick you up and put you back in. You still not ready? Still not. Nope, not yet. Okay. I mean, it's downhill if you want to do it yourself, but it'll take a lot longer. I can get you in quicker. There you go. I am thankful for that. Chatterbait fish. Thank you, Jesus. Tough as usual in December, but I'll tell you what, I'm not mad about it. We got us a 16-incher upgraded, I think it was like an 1.5 inch upgrade on the board. I love that. Got a chatterbait fish. That was awesome. Love that. And hey, if you are watching this right now and you're like, what is going on? He had a full beard just like a little bit ago, a few minutes ago in this video, and now he does not. No, this is not edited from footage from like a month later. I grew a whole beard during No Shave November, kept it for like half the month of December, and I got tired already of having the hair on my upper lip under my nose and was done with it and shaved it all off this morning. So I'm back to just on my chin. That's my norm, and that is what it is. So no, this isn't edited from like a long time later or before or something like that. I shaved this morning and probably will keep it that way until November of next year. So it was a good day. We're gonna call it a day for today, and we will be back tomorrow, which will be right now. See you in a second. Boom, it's the next day. Here we go again. Got out of the house early today. I'm gonna do a little bit of fishing before I start my work day, and then hopefully I will be done in time that I can go fishing again and hit some spots in the area that I'm fishing right now after I'm done with work. So we'll see how that pans out. I drove about an hour and 20 minutes to today. I'm just trying to get into some different ponds and try and find some big fish, man. I mean, I've been having pretty good luck. I've been finding fish consistently despite it being winter time. And I've done some upgrades, which is good. The only thing I just have not done is just smashed me 1 or 2 or even 3 of those 18-inch to 20-inch bass that we're looking for in this tournament. And that is the thing that has eluded me. And I've gone back to some of the same spots over and over, sprinkling in a few spots here and there that aren't the norm. I did a lot of fishing in between the Christmas pond, the church pond, the bridge pond, and all of those gave me some fish to put on the board. And then, man, I have totally worn out the friendly pond. I have gone to that pond over and over and over and over, but it has given me upgrade. So it has done well for me, but I haven't caught anything over 17 inches out of any of those ponds. So now I've decided to try something new. I mean, these are ponds I've fished before. I've caught good sized bass out of these. They're a bit inconsistent, but when I catch them, they're nice. And here's one of them right now. I'm passing by it. That's one of the ponds. But I'm going to drive up the street, and there's another one up here I call the scooter pond, because first time I was fishing it, there was a kid riding a scooter up and down here with a fishing pole, and he was trying to fish, and ended up chatting with him and helping him rig his stuff up and trying to get him on some bass. So because he was riding a scooter, I don't know, simple thing, I called it the scooter pond. And this one does have signs that say for residents only, so I got to kind of just sneak in there and try and get in without anybody saying anything. Here we go, making our way in. It's pretty windy out here today, and I'm actually pretty excited about that. When there's a good wind blowing, you just got to fight your way through it, adjust your reels so that you don't backlash, fight your way through it. But in my opinion, this time of year, you get some wind going, some chop on this water, and it really helps the fishing. I tend to catch more fish when there's a good windy day going on. Today it's some wind. There's a main pond up there, but there's like this canal that runs all the way down here, and I have caught some nice ones on those cattails on the other side right there. Now that was during the summer months, so I don't know if that's going to pay off today, but I'm going to be chucking that craw up in there. Well, there's a beaver hut right there. I'm going to keep throwing this craw around for sure. But this is going to have to be a little bit methodical out here, because I got to work my way along all these cattails, and I got to go up a little bit, work those cattails. I just feel like if I'm going to get any, this is how we're going to get them. We're just going to have to work these cattails a little bit at a time. Keep my backpack on, so just in case I feel I need to switch it out for that blue haze one, the Crush City one, then I have it in my backpack. I can change that, which I might do. I might fish up here, try this color, and if it doesn't work, I think I'm gonna change over to, oh, there's a bite right there. That was a bite. Getting bit. He's on. Oh no, I missed him. Oh, look at that. He pulled down my pants. I might have to tie the chatterbait back on. I lost one yesterday. I broke it off, which is a real bummer. Angle of the sun, I cannot see my line going in the water at all. So if I end up getting one that smooth scoops it and like swims away and my line starts going one direction or the other, I'm not going to be able to see it. Y'all might be able to see it on camera. I can't see it with the naked eye right here in person. There's a bite. Got him. That's a big fish. That's a good one. That's what I came here for. Yes. That's a monster. That's a freaking giant. It's a giant. It's a giant. Holy crap. It's a giant. I don't have a scale. I can't weigh him. Oh my God, it's a giant. I don't have a scale. I broke my scale. Oh my God. Yep. That is an absolute giant. Oh my God. Look at that thing. It is a massive fish. Oh, I don't have my phone. Oh no, I left it in the car. There's no way I left my phone in the car. I gotta go take it with me. Alright, I can't believe I'm about to do this, but I'm about to run with a fish all the way to my car.
Hi.
Hello. Yeah. I'm gonna put it back in the water. I'm dying. I can't believe that just happened. I can't believe I just got a fish that big and didn't have my phone. Oh my God. It sounds like I'm about to die. I am. I gotta sit down. I'm old. I can't run. Not like that. Oh my God. How did adrenaline dump? That was almost a complete disaster. I cannot believe I reached in my pocket so I could put it on the board and I didn't have my phone. Oh my God. I ran from right here. Right here is where I pulled him out of the water. I ran up that bike path, turned right between those two fences, went all the way out to the street, came back down to about this third house to where my car is. Got that photo, brought him back, released him. And he's massive. I would see him if he's floating. He's not. When I threw him back in the water, I saw him take off. He swam off. Thank you, Jesus. All right, I'm starting to catch my breath a little bit. I got to look at this thing in the photos. Yeah, it doesn't even look as big as it is. I got to keep fishing here because there's bigs in here. I told y'all there was bigs in here. I knew it. Oh, and he barely hit it too. He didn't thump it. He just kind of, just a little boom, 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 and then a tug. And I just set the hook on him and it was on. When I pulled him out of the water, y'all saw that? The hook just came right out of his mouth. Wow. Golly. Now I'm completely worn out because I ran all that way. It was worth every breath I took, every step I stomped through there. Man, what did I say? I've been looking for that big, and that was a big. He was on this side in front of me. He wasn't over there by the cattails like I thought they were going to be. I think I still have 114.5 on the board. Once I get rid of him, we'll be looking good. Oh no, my smallest is 15.75 now. No, 15.25. Once I get rid of that one and upgrade, then they'll all be over 16 inch, which was the goal. Have every fish over 16 inches. Let's go. So I knew the first time I ever fished this pond behind these houses that this was an old farm pond that I feel has been here, and they just built the houses in front of it. This isn't a dugout pond that they use for the housing track to make it pretty. Otherwise they would have put it in the middle of the track, not behind them. And there's no fountain in this thing. It's just a pond that's obviously been here for a long time. And these big fish that I've caught out of here, that is the third big fish I've caught out of this pond, proves that this thing has been here for a while. For a while. The two other ones I caught on the weightless worm here, like almost back to back off of the cattails up there, both of them were over 4 pounds. I had scales for that one, and they both weighed in at 4 and some change. Yes, I usually have a scale. I can't believe I just caught a massive fish with no scale. Well, I had a plan to go somewhere else tomorrow and fish, but I might have to just come and fish this pond tomorrow. Yucky mucky grass or something. Like it feels like there's a whole bunch of weight on here, but it's not a fish. It's not tugging back. There's no head. Oh, there it is. There's one on there now. There's another one. It's not as big, but there's another one. That'll go over 16, I believe. That'll get me to my goal. Heck Heck yes. These fish are on it right now. Oh, that'll be close. I don't think that's going to go 15 even. I think that's going to be 14, like 14.75. When he was coming out, I thought he was going to clear 16, but no. Oh my gosh, I need to get rid of a 15.25, and this is 15.5. Oh my gosh, so lame. So we'll take the 1/4 inch upgrade. Okay. There's a 50. Oh, I didn't have my identifier. Oh, that would have been a mistake. Oh, but the wind is going to be a problem here. Okay, let's do this again. Get it right. Get yourself together here, buddy. I'm going to go 15.75 on this. I got him. He made it to 15.75. Even better. There's another one. Upgrades, upgrades. Thank you, Jesus. All right, we're going in the right direction. We are upgrading fish. I guess I'm going to work my way back up to my other rods. Work the area I've already worked, just go back through it and pick off anybody that I might have missed over here. Wow, this wind is really kicking up right now. Wonder if I can get on some moving baits and start snatching some that way. With either the blade bait or the lipless, but it's dangerous to throw the lipless and stuff in here, moving baits, because it's definitely small water. You can get hung up pretty quick. Yeah, this is definitely slowing down, this bite. There's a hit. Pick it up. Oh my gosh, dropped it. Dang it. He was on the other side. Look at that. He had it, that's for sure. So you know what that means. Throw it back in and hope you can get him a second time. Sometimes you get lucky and you get a second chance at them. Not often, but every once in a while you get a second chance at them. I'm just having a harder time feeling the bites because the wind is really... There we go. I got him. That's a good one. That's another good one. That's another good fish. That's a big one. That is another big one. Not as big as that other one, but that's a good one. Dang, these fish are absolutely healthy. They are eating in this place. Look at that chubster. Now that one's only like a 3. But still. The beef. That is a solid 3-pounder right there. Like I said, we are on the beef. Now this is the pond I should have been fishing this whole tournament. Should have been out here every day fishing this place. Come on, clear 16. Oh shoot. Nope, I need you way too much for you to do that. Just drop my phone in the mud. Come on, buddy. Stop playing games and get on the board. Yep, he's going to clear 16. $16.5. That is going to knock the fish off the board that I just put on. We are on them today, baby. Thank you, Jesus. Man, I got to do this from time to time, but when it is good, it is good. And I got to acknowledge that God is good. Man, I am so blessed to be able to come out and create content for y'all and catch nice fish like that. I mean, just 3 solid fish. That first one was 21, second one 15 and 3/4, I believe it was, or 15.5, somewhere in there. That one's 16.5. I mean, these are some nice ones. These are definitely helping us out on the leaderboard. Feeling good, but I just want to thank y'all for watching the video. I appreciate y'all. Subscribe. Let's go get some more. God is good. Oh, something just moved right there at the bottom of the beaver hut. I don't know if that was a beaver like scurrying in there or out of there, or if that was a bass, but something just flopped in the water right there. I'm gonna throw the blade bait and the lipless around and see if anything happens. So I'm gonna try something a little different for a little bit. Start with the blade bait, go a little bit smaller profile for a minute and see if anything happens, then we'll switch over to that lipless. I gotta untangle the blade bait because it is wrapped all around itself. And there's my phone like always. Probably a spam color, but I gotta look in case it's my wife. Spam. Big, small, he feels pretty good for a blade bait fish. Yeah, he's fighting. That's a good one. That's another good one. Holy smokes, look at that thing. Look at that absolute unit. My God, that's like a 6. Oh my gosh, that is like that's gotta be a 6. What is happening right now? Look at that. That thing is, I mean, I'm thinking it's probably a 6, but I mean, in worst case, that's a 5-pounder. And it's not about the length, but these things are, I mean, fat. Look at the shoulders. Look at that. From the top. That thing is so fat. We did it again. This time with a moving bait. We weren't expecting that today. Let's see how long this one is. Yeah, you gotta go 19. Oh my word. Thank you, Jesus. Oh my gosh, I just realized my camera is off. I have no idea when it got turned off, to be honest with y'all. I hope you saw that fish. We just caught a 17 on the inline spinner. It was a brute, and it was a wrestling match. I broke him off right here at the bank, and I actually had to jump in the bushes and grab him before he went back in the water. And I don't even know if any of that got on camera. I have no idea when it got turned off. I was filming bonus footage, and I caught that fish, and I don't know if it got on the camera or not, but he was 17 inches, pulled me into 3rd place in the individual standings. Yes, y'all, I am actually walking away. I think my hat's all crooked, I'm a mess, but don't even care. I mean, one of the best days of fishing I've had all year long. My feet are just covered in mud, but no regrets. It was amazing. Crazy good day of fishing. We're gonna come back here tomorrow. Good morning. It is the next day. See, that quick. Boom. Right into the next day of fishing. But I'm just now leaving my house. Well, I'm leaving early. I'm out of here early today again because we're going back to the same spot. But I got to stop off and get my hair cut this morning on my way out and in Sulphur Springs. And then we're going right back to that pond. And my gut feeling on this pond today, just so you know, I'm being pessimistic, which I don't know why. At the end of the year, boom, best day of fishing I've had. And I just cannot see going back-to-back days to the same pond and replicating that. So I am extremely pessimistic. I'm even to the point where I feel like I might get skunked today going back to that pond. It's just like, because it's like that in December. When you find a bite window like that and you get on them, that usually is only a one-day thing, and then they'll go for a week without eating. They'll just shut down before they do something like that again. But definitely gonna get on that same spot. There is another pond adjacent to that one, so if I get to this one today and it is not hitting, not producing, I'm just gonna scoot on down to the pond next to it and fish that one, because I've caught some nice sized fish out of that pond too. So that's what we're doing today. Gonna go get a haircut, gonna go drive an hour and 20 minutes to get to the spot, go fishing. By the way, you've already seen the footage, so I don't need to tell you this, but I just looked over the footage this morning and I realized that last fish catch that I had, which was a 17, which was an upgrade for me, that I caught on the inline spinner, I did not get the footage of that fish. For some reason, my GoPro didn't film that. And that was a nice fish. He was a fat one too. You saw the photo of it. That's all I have is a picture of it on the board. First one, the 21, that I ran all the way to my car, which, by the way, I timed that and I had that big fish out of the pond, believe it or not, with me running as far as I ran, taking a photo of it, running back, and then getting it back in the water was like about 4.5 minutes. And it swam off and it was just fine. So whew, talk about cutting it close. I am very big on taking care of the fish, not ripping them up, not hurting them, and getting them back in the water as quick as possible. So that happening to me yesterday, honestly, it makes me feel like such a hypocrite, and I'm going to be honest about it. There was a part of me that almost released that fish without putting it on the board. Because the health of the fish is more important than me placing better in a tournament. I got selfish and I put it on the board, and I made the run to my car and made the run back. I made that decision. It was a split-second decision, and I felt like I could probably get there, get back, and release it without it dying or being injured. And luckily, it worked out in my favor. And when I threw him back in, he darted and took off like he was ready to go. So thank God for that. Hopefully I can get on some more bigs and upgrade. Okie dokie. Guess where we're at? Oh, good old Walmart. Guess why we're here? Because I need to buy a scale after yesterday. Christmas gifts for family. And yeah, so here we are. We're gonna go to Walmart. We're gonna buy us a cheap scale just so I've got one on me. Even though I doubt I'm gonna repeat what happened yesterday. I'm not gonna find a fish that big again, but you know, I should always have a scale on me. I always have, as long as I've been bass fishing. This is the first time I've been caught with my pants down without a scale, and I paid the price on that one yesterday. So let's get into Walmart and find a scale. All right, let's check out, get out of here. I gotta go get a haircut. Scale obtained. By the way, if you didn't notice yesterday, in yesterday's video, maybe you noticed it in a lot of my videos recently, the pair of polarized glasses I've been wearing have been super scratched up, like scratched up. So stopped by yesterday and bought me a new pair of glasses. Just some cheapos from a mini mart, but better than nothing. They're polarized, and believe it or not, I've actually had some pretty good luck buying polarized glasses at like a mini mart gas station. And but still, I paid 30 bucks at a mini mart. I remember I used to be able to roll in for like $7.99. Oh man, I'm such an old man. I just did an old man rant. I remember when I used to get sunglasses for a nickel. All right, I'm gonna get my hair cut. All right, mission complete. Haircut done. Holy cow. That fool scalped me. That is, that is short. My wife is absolutely gonna hate this haircut, but it'll grow back. Okay, so only reason I'm talking about my haircut is because I'm gonna talk about stuff that probably doesn't matter to a lot of viewers, but I don't know how y'all are. I'm sure most guys have a barbershop that they go to. They've got their guy, they always use him, and I'm cool, I get that, I'm cool with that. But I am a very different individual when it comes to haircuts. I have this weird thing that I like to adventure around, go to different barbershops and get my hair cut by different people, because it's different every time, and I'm weird like that. I like the fact that it's different every time instead of it always being the exact same cut. So I told you guys I work outside sales during the week, so I drive all over to different areas. So I tend to pop into different barbershops here and there. Now I did pop into one that I come to a little more frequently because it just is close to where I live and kind of on my way out to work. But I did have a different guy cut it today than the guy who would cut it normally when I come here. And boy, oh boy, when I told him give me a fade and scissor cut it short on top, oh wow, he really cut it short. So, but it doesn't bother me. Like I said, I'm not one of those people that gets freaked out about it. I actually enjoy different haircuts. It'll grow back and I'll get it cut again. No biggie. So with that, I'm gonna grab something to eat and we're gonna go fish. All right, I'm trying to get everything together before I get out of here. I'm gonna clip that lipless off, and I'm gonna tie the chatterbait on that I just bought. Put the scale in my bag, and as I said, I've got a clip, so I'm gonna put that in my backpack too. And let's go ahead and get the scale out of here. I hope it has batteries in it. I just assumed. That would be a disaster. Oh my gosh, it is a disaster. No batteries. You gotta be kidding me right now. I can't make this stuff up. Now, I might have my old scale in here, which has batteries in it, even though it broke. And maybe I can get batteries out of that. Ugh. Hey, I thought the scale was in here. It is not. I think if I have anything in this car that has batteries in it right now. I can't believe I did this. Bought a scale and I have no batteries. Alright, well, we're just going to have to move on and fish. Nothing I can do. Nothing we can do about that. Moving on. Got a scale with no batteries. I'm excited because of how good it went yesterday, but I'm also very pessimistic because I don't feel like I could even come close to doing what I did yesterday. To the point I feel like I might even get skunked out here today because it was just so good yesterday. All right, I think I have everything I need. Yes, I did make sure I put my phone in my pocket today. That was the big mistake yesterday. I'm even going to triple check and feel my pocket right now. Yes, it's in there. Got my board. I've got my identifier number in my pocket. Let's double check that. Yep, my identifier number is in my pocket. I've got all 5 rods. Here we are. Here it is again. And I'm actually gonna start with the chatterbait today. Start with a moving bait. Water is still pretty clear, but not as clear as it was yesterday. It's a little bit more like tinge and stain to it today than there was yesterday. Putting a little bit of stink stick on this, put some fresh one on there. All right, up in the shallows up here, where we didn't get any love yesterday in the shallow water, up towards the end of this little creek right here. It's very quiet out here today. Been fishing it pretty slow. I think I'm gonna get a little more aggressive with the way I bounce it and how fast I bounce it. See if that might trigger a bite. But I'm definitely seeing a little bit of movement going on down here, which I wasn't seeing when I first got here. He let go of it. He let go of it. Oh. I felt him scoop it and he started swimming. He swam from way back there where it landed and he swam to the left. There he goes. You can see his wake. He's taking off right now. Oh. That sucked. That was my first bite today. Yeah, he was swimming with it. And he spit it out. Right before I hook set him, he spit it. Well, you know what that means. It means I don't want to put down the craw right now because I got a bite on it. So now I'm going to stick to it for a little bit longer. So I was basically going to fish down to the hut right here, and then I was going to switch out to the blade bait or something else. Drop shot, I don't know. But now I'm going to stick with it a little bit longer. I just got bit. Is he on there? Yep, I got one. Got one. Finally. It's a good one too. It's not a monster, but it's a good one. There we go. That might call. Not might, that's a good fish. That is a good fish right there. Look at that. Look at that guy. That should go at least 17. Well, we might not be leaving now. We might be committed. Oh, he got shorter when I put him in my hand. That usually happens. I'm gonna bank on this guy being, I think he might go 17. I shouldn't say that. It's more like 16.75. This is probably 16 3/4 right here. 16 and 3/4. Come on. Yeah, 16 3/4. Exactly what I said. Stupid bag. I love this bag and I hate it. It causes me so many issues when I go to take photos. It always slides off right at the wrong time, and now I'm going to sit here and battle this fish. Alright, I just got to make sure we got the photo. That's all. My bag was falling off. I got to make sure I got him. See the number, 16 3/4. Done deal. Alright. My hat fell off, my bag fell off, but we got the photo. There we go. All right. We got one today. Thank you, Jesus. Just fighting to get fish, man. Just fighting. Like when I lean over, that sling bag starts slowly sliding and it wants to come and hang in front of me right here. So when I'm bending over, it starts sliding, and of course I should just take it off before I take the fish photo, but I always forget. All right, y'all, I'm done for the day. I think we might fish one more time for this tournament. I don't know. This could possibly be the end of this video. I'm not quite sure as far as fishing goes. But if I don't fish again, I will make an official closer because I want to show you the results from the tournament and show you how we did as Team 337, me and John. The next thing you're going to see is me telling you the results of the tournament. So hang tight. So here's the closer. Last thing on everything, as I told you I would do this so you could get some of these results from the tournament. First things first, super fun tournament. Love doing the tourneyX format, being able to submit stuff through tourneyX. I really enjoyed it. I've done it before in the past, and it's great that we could fish over a 2-week span and turn in catches as we go along and upgrade. Fishing with John, a partner I had never fished with, was great. A super cool guy. We had some great conversations over the phone and compared notes and things. Unfortunately, on his side, he is a boat guy. I don't know if I said this in the video enough or stressed it enough. This is the first time he has ever gotten off the boat and done a bank fishing tournament. So this was all brand new to him. So I am making excuses for him because he deserves to have excuses. He didn't just, you know, fall short because he was lazy or not doing what he was supposed to do. He just really struggled changing his mindset from fishing big lakes with the boat to find big fish to downsizing to ponds and even small ponds to cover water quickly and find bass. A lot of the thing I know that he did that had him struggling was he was still trying to fish bodies of water, big bodies of water that he would normally fish from the boat, but he was trying to do it from the bank. And I mean, it could have worked out if he was on the fish in like summertime, but it was December, so it made it a lot harder for him to find them. So John, hey, nothing wrong with your performance. It was first time doing this. I know you're an amazing angler, bass angler, so I know that you'll be able to do some more pond and bank stuff in the future, and you'll be a threat and somebody for us to watch out for in these tournaments. But unfortunately, he only managed to catch 4 fish, and it was a 7-fish bag. So with that, our total wasn't the best. As a team, we did 166 inches, which surprisingly, somehow, some way, I have no idea how this happened, we still managed to get 6th place. That lets you know that there were other teams that just absolutely were not turning in fish. I don't know what happened with the other teams. I mean, I expected to be in last place with 166 inches for a 7-fish bag for each of us. So I managed to pull in 124 inches out of our 166. So not bad. John did 42 inches with his 4 fish, which gives him an average of 6 inches per fish when it's a 7-fish bag, even though he only caught 4. Me at 124 inches, that gave me an average of 17 3/4 inches per bass, which is not bad. I usually have a basic rule of thumb in my head when I do tournaments to turn in over all my fish over 15 inches. And then from there, upgrade. So definitely did exactly what I wanted to do, which is be in that higher range of bass in inches, which is over 15 inches, which gave me 4th overall out of the anglers individually. So, and that wasn't individual, but I did track the individual. My buddy Adam, who I fish against all the time in the bank fishing tournaments. Amazing guy, amazing angler, super cool dude. He managed to get first out of the individuals if you were scoring individuals, and he did 127 inches. So he beat me by 3 inches, and there was 2 other people in between there because I was in 4th place. So, and show you how tight it was on individuals. 5th place was somebody that I was way behind, and I slowly, that day that I got the 21 incher, the 17, the 19, I was just smashing them that day. I was catching, and then I passed him that day. He was at 123.5, and I managed to squeak out 124 and get him by a 1/2 inch. That had to be frustrating from his side because I watched him, his name's Mike, on the board, and he didn't do any upgrades the last couple days of the tournament. So that means he was trying to upgrade, because he probably saw that I had a good day and climbed a half an inch over him. So he was probably frustrated trying to get more bass. And I know that feeling when you're trying to, you got a good bag, but you need a little bit more to try and win or move ahead, and you just can't do it. So anyway, great time. Those are the results. Team 337, 6th place overall, with 166 inches. I turned in 124. John turned in 42. And the Pond Donkeys, I have no idea who these guys are. I just know the name of their team, which is a cool name for a team. Team Pond Donkeys got first place, 250 and 1/4 inches. That means they beat us by almost 100 inches, like really close to getting us by 100 inches. So there you go. So we weren't even close as far as trying to beat those guys. But again, enjoyed every minute of it. Thank y'all for staying all the way through the video. If you made it to this point in the video, holy cow, that means you watched a long fishing video on YouTube, which is hard to do, to get people that will commit to a video like this. You are truly fans of my channel, and I truly appreciate you if you've watched it all the way through part 1 and part 2. There were 2 parts of this video. This is probably over 3 hours of watching time for you to watch all this, so I greatly appreciate it. I don't want to waste y'all's time. I hope that whatever I'm putting up is helpful for you in your bass fishing. You might see something that you can take away from it, go, oh, I'm going to try that. I always want to get that in some of my videos, give you guys some helpful tips. Not that I'm a wealth of knowledge, but, you know, hopefully something I'm doing translates for you. But more importantly, I want it to be entertaining. I want it to be entertaining. I want it to be fun, whether it's through my personality or where I'm going or what I'm doing. It makes it so you're like, wow, this is really cool. And also even through the content after it's edited, just with some of the fun stuff that gets inserted into there that makes it a good time. I always want to have a good time fishing. I always want it to be fun. So I hope it did that for you. I have some more videos coming up now that I finally finished this one. I am giving you this closer in March, late March, and this tournament was in December. And it took me that long to get this footage all together and work on it a little bit at a time to finally get it all done so we could post it. So I truly appreciate you guys sticking with me. I'm going to do some shorter videos after this for a while, probably like some 10, 15, 20-minute videos, no more of these hour-long plus ones that I have right now. But thank you so much. Subscribe if you have not subscribed, but I'm sure if you watched all the way through, you probably are a subscriber. Like the video. Tell others about the 337 Fishing channel. I would greatly appreciate that. It's a blessing when you like and subscribe. God bless you from East Texas, and we'll see you next time from the bank.
Fish on, fish on.
Bass love wood.
Oh my gosh.
Bass love rock.
Nice. Whoa! Give me that resound. Holy cow, you guys.
Fishing. Fishing. Fishing.
Fishing. Fishing.